probably already know him. Wendell Fowler, Indianapolis food guru. He's a corporate motivational entertainer and speaker.
I love that.
And he's also a Wish TV on-air personality and host of Eat Right Now that airs every Saturday at 7:45 in the morning. He's an author of several books, including Eat Right Now, that you can find on his table located over here in the plaza. You pick one of his books up, I'm sure he'll sign it for you. So, to start it off, please welcome Wendell Fowler.
I never got a woohoo before. Oh, I like it. Let's do it one more time. I kind of want to start off by getting myself a little calmed down too, because we all get kind of worked up about this subject of GMO foods, and it's a very sensitive, touchy subject, and we're here today to hopefully educate, open some minds, get some people to really understand what it is. That closer? Okay. We need for people to understand why we're here today and why we think that this is an important cause. And I've been in the food business for maybe 40 years. I used to weigh 300 pounds. I overcame it, but through the medium of food. Food is one of the most powerful sources of medicine on this planet. Therefore, the quality of the food is paramount. You hear everybody talking about calories, but you never hear about the quality of the calories. And if we eat this dead food, then we also become dead from eating this type of food. So I've written a little. I don't normally write my speeches, but I have felt so passionate about this. Being an old relic from the 60s, I don't want to get lost in my thoughts and go the wrong direction. I think a lot of you can probably relate to that one. But anyway, the Newtonian laws of karma prove that what we do to one, we do to all. What you do comes back to you. Our mutual connection to everyone and everything on earth is sacred. We are merely the universe experiencing itself in human form. Yet, man, in false hubris, insists on exerting his arrogant dominion over anything that makes money and that destroys whatever gets in its way. The darkened souls secretly yearn to be loved and awakened, and this will come to pass. The biblical concept of dominion is highly subjective and grossly abused. Twisted rationalization for poisoning and plundering the earth in the ironic name of advancing the greater good of our magnificent species. Our earth is alive, sentient. We must do what we can to lovingly nurse her back to her original wholeness so that we may remain whole. As a child, I fantasized a rosy, Pollyanna-esque future, never once dreaming anyone would intentionally cause harm to any other life form. It was impossible for me to think a human could be so damaged. Naively believing it was implausible for a human to be so dark and evil. Now I realize they do exist, they are the norm, and they are thriving. Alas, there are legions of the malevolent Ian Fleming-esque monsters eager to control the world and her resources. After all, it's easier to kill 1 million people than it is to control them. Now I accept that they do exist. They are the new norm, lost in a sea of greed and false hubris. Perhaps I'm from another planet, and I know people who would support that. Right, folks? Perhaps I'm from another, for guilelessly believing it was impossible for this to possibly happen. Alas, suffering is indeed a necessary part of life. But respectfully caretaking our rare water planet and its inhabitants is obligatory.
life and death for our species and for our mother Gaia. Altering the cosmic apothecary to satisfy the itch of greed will not go unpunished, but we must let karma do the job. We must get proactive and not angry. Choose where you spend your money, and then send love to the ones who, with approved impunity, freely poison Mother Earth and alter her sacred gifts of nourishment and ultimately sicken our families. We must be mindful and humble. Gaia, our mother, our Earth Mother, did not intend for Earthlings to play God, the equivalent of flipping off the universe. I see commercials about cleaning up after your dog, and that's very logical advice, and I support it. But I see no commercials regarding polluting our verdant earth and with insanely and toxic chemicals that vanity lawn keepers employ to keep up with the Joneses. The Monsanto Pledge refers to integrity. Integrity is the foundation of all that we do, it says on their website. Although my definition of integrity includes honesty, decency, consistency, and courage. Clearly, bioengineers have diverted the path of eco-righteousness. They're empty words, merely public relations and smoke and mirrors. That's all it is. Love, optimism, truth, and the endless generosity of Gaia will always prevail. We're only privileged guests here. Do not rise to anger, but spread the word and lovingly educate innocent masses yet to grasp the concept of GMO. May our sincere efforts be supported by the universe and our dreams manifest into reality before our eyes. To the highest good of the universe, myself, and all sentient beings, so be it, and so it is. Thank you.